Hi, welcome back to the Talent Table with Alaina and Christie. Today we have a very special guest as we continue our conversations about the Internship Experience 2020. We have Taronish Madeka with us. He is a master's student and currently interning at BlackBerry. Hi, Taronish. Welcome to the Talent Table.
Hi, Alaina and Christie. Thank you guys for having me.
Hi, Christy.
Hey there. We're really excited to have you here with us today, Tyronish. We're hoping that you'll be able to give us some advice about your experience as an intern with BlackBerry. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So again, first of all, thank you so much for having me as a guest. I really appreciate it. I've been an intern with BlackBerry for a little over a year now. I'm still currently with them. At BlackBerry, I'm part of an engineering team which works to secure enterprise applications using AI systems, and most of my work involves working on anomaly detection models, which keep malicious users out of systems while also giving legitimate users an unhindered experience. So day to day, I spend most of my time building new features and optimizing our in-house machine learning algorithms, which protect our users. On top of that, I was really fortunate to also learn about how to deploy these AI systems on a large scale. I got to work on building efficient data pipelines, data cleaning, feature engineering, and also gained a good experience building a custom algorithm to solve a unique business case, which is not something I would have been able to do, I think, just as a grad student. And to do all of this, I had to become very familiar with AWS tools like their queue service, notification system, and storage services. But above all, I think that working so closely with different algorithms and these large-scale machine learning infrastructure, it just made me a much better programmer. I'm much more confident now that I could implement a new feature, manipulate data, or express a new idea right now than when I first began at BlackBerry. Outside of work, during my personal time, I'm always working on my database programming skills and building Shiny applications with R, and Python is also the language I use most for personal projects and at work. So yeah, I'm definitely still working on things outside of work as well.
Great. So, Taronish, it sounds like you have working on some pretty exciting projects at BlackBerry, and it sounds like a really great opportunity. Can you talk about some experiences, projects, maybe courses, or maybe something outside of that that helped you become competitive for this opportunity?
Sure. Well, I was definitely fortunate to get an internship so early into my grad school program. So there wasn't a lot of coursework at that time propelling me into this internship. My undergrad background is actually in biological sciences, so I think what helped me stand out most were those personal projects that I was just mentioning. So I chose topics which I was really passionate about, like sports analytics. I tried my best to stay away from the typical Kaggle style projects, which a lot of other candidates do. Um, I really wanted to do something unique to help me stand out. So I actually, for one of my projects, analyzed professional soccer contracts along with those players' statistics to fully understand what the professional teams value the most in their players. Why are they earning the wages that they are? And then apart from that, I built the Shiny application using R to track the Ebola epidemic across the world. Um, so being able to talk about these projects in detail during my interviews, I think really helped me get my foot in the door. And then during these interviews, above all, I just tried my best to express that I was extremely eager to learn new skills. And I did my best to keep that same energy throughout the past year with BlackBerry. I really do believe that this is why they kept asking me to come back for additional terms, which I'm really grateful for.
That's great. I think that you highlighted some really key aspects of getting a new job or an internship. So that learning agility and continuous learning is really important. Seems like you have a lot of passion for data science in itself too. I'm wondering, was there anything about your internship experience that really surprised you? Or was it pretty much what you imagined it to be? What advice would you give to other people who are looking to prepare for their internship?
Sure. I was definitely expecting a steep learning curve, especially with my undergrad background not being typical for a data science role. So yeah, I was expecting a steep learning curve, and I was excited about it too. And because I was expecting that, and I wasn't really sure about a lot of things going in, nothing really surprised me. So I was lucky in that sense. I was able to adapt quite easily, which was nice. I'm also lucky to work with great colleagues who are patient and really knowledgeable as well. And that definitely helped me find my legs at the beginning of my internship. And then within a month or two, after that, I was able to begin contributing strongly to the production code and helping make decisions which could affect our customers as well. So I was really grateful for that opportunity. And then to answer your second part of your question, I would tell folks about to start an internship to just be ready and eager to learn. I was really looking forward to begin making meaningful contributions on day one, but quickly learned that it's not always possible to do so. So really just take your time and really focus on learning the tools that your team uses. I think the depth of knowledge when learning something new is really important in a professional setting, more so than in an academic setting where you're mostly studying to pass a test. In this sense, you're studying to build a product, which you're gonna, you need to be proud of that product. So I think the depth of knowledge is really important as well. It took me some time to learn that. And it might take days or weeks, sometimes even months for you to become proficient enough to contribute to the final product. And I think that's okay. So I wouldn't get frustrated when things aren't working straight away for you during your internship. And also just know that the learning just never stops. It made me feel much better to learn that the team of highly experienced engineers that I work with every day were still constantly learning themselves. Every week they were picking up new skills to improve their product, and I'm certainly still learning every day myself. And then finally, I think it's really important to get to know your colleagues, the people that you work with every day, because it does come with time, but I think during a pandemic, it'll require more of an effort to do so. And I know that building those relationships early on will pay off big time when you're searching for your role. So yeah, it's really important.
Great. You had a lot of great highlights there. One is distinguishing your college career versus working actually in an enterprise environment, and how you have to transition that skill set just a bit, that agility there. Also, knowing that if you're going to get into this field, you have to have a constant learning at all times. So it's not something that you're just going to learn and just continue. You have to have that aspect and like that piece of the business. And
Right.
then third, making those really sound connections and identifying those resources early on that can help influence your skill set and influence your agility as well. So all great insight, but Christy and I are both hiring professionals. So with that, you've shared a lot about how you prepared for the opportunity, things that you've done to be successful and competitive. What can we do? Two things. One, what can we do as an organization and as hiring professionals to make the internship more impactful? And two, what can we do to better connect with students like yourself for our programs?
Sure. So yeah, I can speak about a few things that I found made my BlackBerry experience really impactful. One of the most helpful parts of my experience was, being able to present my work every couple of weeks to my team. They really dissected every piece of code and asked really tough questions. And I was really appreciative because that made me learn so much about how to communicate during these presentations. I think any data scientist would tell you that communicating their ideas with colleagues is a really important soft skill because it can be very challenging to do so. So I think these presentations were a really impactful learning experience for me, and I'm glad that BlackBerry built that into the internship program. And then something else which was really beneficial during my internship was that I worked as part of a cross-functional team of engineers. Every day I learned from systems architects and data engineers and software engineers about different aspects of the project that we were working on at the time. And it really gave me a good sense of all the different roles which come together to build these massive systems which protect our users. So it was really beneficial to learn about the business that way. And apart from these things, the BlackBerry campus and internship team does a really great job connecting with us, reaching out to interns weekly to promote, getting to know fellow interns, making those really important connections with colleagues, as well as different career development seminars that you can tune into and, take that knowledge with you when you move on to your full-time role.
That's awesome. Thanks for that feedback. I think that you highlighted something really important about internships overall, that you can't learn in the classroom. You're talking about those presentations and really applying those skills in a real life setting. And so thanks for highlighting the importance of the internship for folks, because I think that sometimes is missing. But so you've helped us a lot and the job seekers that watch our show. So now we want to help you, Tyronish. We want you to take this time right now to just share what types of opportunities you're looking for and how recruiters and hiring managers can connect with you regarding questions or to connect with you for future jobs.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm looking for full-time roles in the data analytics space. I'm graduating in December of 2020, and I'm not limiting myself to, only data science roles or only data analyst roles. I'm open to exploring any position which would allow me to continue learning about how to effectively use data in a responsible way to, drive those all-important business decisions. And yeah, recruiters and hiring managers can get in touch with me via LinkedIn, Indeed, Dice. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Alaina and Christie, for letting me use this platform to reach out to employers. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Taronish Madeka, thank you so much for joining us here at the Talent Table. Christie, always a pleasure. If you have something that you would like to bring to the Talent Table, please comment below. We're looking for new topics, of course, or let us know how we're doing. As always, you can tune in next Tuesday for Talent Table Tuesday with Alaina and Christie. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye, guys.